go.
Let's go!
Yeah, baby!
We made it!
We made it.
to the end game!
Made it. Oh my god. If anyone in the audience is here throughout
He's pulling his cock out! He's pulling his cock out!
through the entire thing, I commend you because we are finally here. We have finally accomplished our longest playthrough of the channel so far. Welcome to part 51 of the Legend of Zelda.
Honestly, yeah, that is impressive. If somebody's viewing this entire playthrough, because like most of us weren't even here for all the episodes.
Yeah. Here's the. It probably found it easier for them to complete this. Like, you're saying for viewers to complete the entire all the episodes.
I mean, this is a lot of parts, but like, yeah.
It's probably easier for them than us.
Well, because they're watching the content. Oh yeah, all you have to do when watching content is just sit there and just enjoy the next 20 to 2 hours. You know, when you're making the content, you have to put like weeks, months, years of effort into making the thing become a reality. You ever want to be a movie developer?
No. Effort? What's that?
There's a whole credit sequence, little did you know, to every single project ever made. And little did you know that there are a lot of people on that. The credit sequence can last only 15 minutes. And the movie theater people are still wondering why the MCU fans are still in the freaking theaters. But yeah, no. Welcome. This is part 51, the final part of Skyward Sword. We did it here.
Welcome to your natural state.
Yeah.
You were here.
The final boss is a go. The first thing that I'll say, button controls absolutely cheesed this first phase of the boss. I will say.
I could imagine.
True. Actually, when I got to this part, I decided to just play with motion controls.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Because here's
the first phase done.
You see, here's what I like to do when playing games on Switch. Mostly I just spend my time in handheld mode, but when I get to the final boss, I play it on the TV. It just feels epic that way.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Interesting.
That's just my personal thing. I don't know if anybody else does it, but yeah.
I only play in dock.
I only play in handheld.
If I played handheld more often, I'd probably try that, but I always just play with the dock.
Yeah.
For me,
I'm like on a road trip.
Oh yeah, that's fair. For me, I always play in handheld because I own a lot of consoles. Like currently, I have both my Xbox Series X and my PlayStation 3 hooked up, and so I don't necessarily have room on my desk for the Switch. I know the Switch dock is pretty small, but I'm also accounting for the plug sockets and the HDMI cables. So I always have my Switch in handheld mode. When it comes to recording, though, oh yeah, I'll definitely do it in dock mode, because how else would we be seeing this footage?
I was gonna say, I don't even know how you could record in handheld.
There's a thing called...
but in handheld mode.
That does exist. There's this thing called like a covert dock or shadow dock or something. Is basically you're tricking the Switch into thinking it's in docked mode while you can still have your Switch footage be on the computer or something like that.
Huh.
It does exist. I know of it. I don't know exactly what it all entails though. But yeah. Ouch.
Well, you keep trying that and failing miserably.
That's what you're supposed to do. But yeah, I'm not exactly decent. Well, I'm pretty sure it's all a proximity thing with how the final boss, or rather how his attack patterns go. But it's also not clear to see where the invisible walls of the place are. So.
Oh shit, he dodged.
Yeah, it's just because of the nature of being like its own dimension.
Like not react fast enough to when he does that.
Yeah. Ouch. Hey, it doesn't matter. I brought a bunch of health potions anyway, so. Yeah, I'm supposed to do it like that.
But enemies that have like proximity attacks, I have noticed, at least with myself, is that I learned what proximity they do with like the most punishable attack, and just stick to that proximity the entire time of the fight.
Yeah, like that was me during the Metal Gear boss fight done, game over. That was me during the Metal Gear boss fight in the first game, because the attacks are more deadly, the ones from the Metal Gear at least, are more deadly when you're far away from it, but if you're like close to it, like underneath its legs, it can barely do any damage to you.
True. Because where's it gonna shoot?
Right. It's having a hard time even stomping you. Yeah. But yeah, boss fight done, game over, we did it.
Wow, that was easy.
That first phase though, that was done in like 30 seconds.
Yeah.
Button controls absolutely cheesed this boss fight.
Honestly, it took me like 5 or 6 tries to even finish the second phase.
Oh.
Because I didn't know that you had to point up to them for lightning to strike your master sword.
Yeah, it's clued in by the fact that, well, one, his sword looks like the Master Sword, just evil, and that he's doing the lightning thing as well. So that's kind of your key on how to do that. But yeah,
true.
Here's a line right here. An incarnation of my hatred shall ever follow your kind, dooming them to wander a blood-soaked sea of darkness for all time. Yeah. So that's the line where he says, hey, I am going to curse the rest of this series. Multiple incarnations of myself. That's the curse. And yay.
I will always be back.
I will always be back. You'll never get rid of me. Well, Link is never going to be gone, nor is Zelda ever going to be gone. So, we just... hey, maybe that's where that Tears of the Kingdom loop thing comes into play, you know? Because it's been an endless loop for every single game, you know?
You know, it's well, I mean, when you said Link will never be gone, Zelda will never be gone, I'm pretty sure someone told me that it's the same Zelda, but a different Link. The same incarnation, but a different Link.
Every game?
Well, okay. Every Zelda game, of course, it's a different Link, but it's the same incarnation of the hero.
Well, yeah,
and I think I heard someone say that
same soul, different body.
Same soul, different body. But someone told me that it is but for Zelda, it's the same Zelda. It's the same goddess.
Yeah, it's same soul, different body.
Again, same soul, different body.
No, but like, okay, how do I say this?
Zelda is thousands of years old.
Okay, how do I say this? Same Zelda, the Legend of Grooves.
The sequel I've been waiting for.
Finally! You know, when is Nintendo ever gonna do it? I imagine in a good timeline where Nintendo isn't what it is now, they do a funny little April Fool's joke. I'm calling it the Legend of Grooves.
The murder of
Murder of Sonic the Hedgehog.
Yeah, no.
I still need to play that. I have it downloaded.
Yeah, me too. Let's try to get back on topic. Are you saying that like is Zelda, it's the same body throughout all the games, or what are you saying?
No. Okay. So let's go with what Nathan said. Same soul, different body. Okay. Yes, but this Zelda seems to keep her memories of Link, and she knows that Link. But for each different incarnation of Link, he doesn't even know that he was a hero at one point, like in a different world.
Okay, so you're saying with every incarnation, Zelda specifically retains all of her memories of her past incarnations. Yes.
Yes. And the same can be said with Ganon. Well, except he's not an incarnation. It's always the same body. Because it's always the same.
Oh yeah, technically.
I'm gonna disprove you real quick.
Okay.
Okay.
She doesn't know him in Breath of the Wild.
Or in like Ocarina.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well. Okay. But in my defense, this is I was told this before Breath of the Wild even came out.
Yeah, because if the Ocarina. Ocarina. Yeah, that's the thing. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Although, good point. Technically, Ganondorf. It's been the same one on all games. Well, technically, Wind Waker and Twilight Princess separate timeline shit, but it's still technically the same body.
Yes. It's the same one from Ocarina.
Yeah. Too bad the models don't actually prove that.
We're not about to get into an art style versus design discussion.
Oh man, freaking imagine being a Zelda fan back in the early to mid 2000s.
It's funny. People hated the art style of Wind Waker, but now they love it.
Right. I know, like it's called gaslighting.
No, because it's weird but also funny because I mean the reason why Twilight Princess looks like the way it does because people didn't like the cartoony style of Wind Waker.
Right.
I think we had a conversation about the more realistic it looks, the faster it becomes aged.
Yeah. I've heard this, and I've been starting to see it with specifically the 360 PS3 era.
I remember in Doom, we had an entire conversation of what was retro and what wasn't.
Well, that's because that was really because it was like I was first developing the idea right then and there, and so now that time has passed, I can see where the winds are blowing now. Unreal Engine 5 is the future, and then Unreal 6 will be the future, then RE7. Unreal 7.
How do you go up from Unreal 5?
We'll just have to see in 7 years from now.
It'll become VR without VR.
VR in 120 frames per second. Let's go.
So, we're finally saying goodbye to Fi.
Yeah. Sad, I guess. I don't know. They present it as sad, but like we don't really have an emotional attachment to Fi as a character because she's not very interesting.
Now that she's gone, who's gonna tell me?
Not Fi as a character, but maybe with the Master Sword. Like your strongest weapon.
So now who's gonna tell me that my Wiimote battery is low?
Your mother.
Oh no.
Your mother. Yeah, your mother just got come in, grab your Wiimote, take out the batteries so you can actually watch telenovelas.
Oh no, who's gonna freaking tell me how much drift my Joy-Con has?
No one.
Master, I am sensing drift in your Joy-Con.
Your right Joy-Con stick is experiencing 39% drift. Oh man.
But technically, Fi isn't gone completely. She's still with us.
Yeah,
in the Master Sword.
Yeah, canonically, she is the soul of the Master Sword. I just think it would mean a bit more if Fi were a more interesting character, because, like we saw in the last part, Girahim was essentially Demise's Master Sword, so they could have played off of that a little more, kind of like how Minda played off of Xant quite a lot in Twilight Princess. They could have done that a lot more with Fi versus Girahim, seeing as they're like two sides of the same coin and all that.
Well, no, they're the same thing, just on two different sides.
I think that's what that metaphor means.
I think that's literally the definition of what he said.
I'm pretty sure that's what that metaphor means.
Maybe.
Maybe.
But yeah, it could have been a lot more and make that emotional storytelling a little more deep. But
why doesn't Fi have arms?
They forgot to animate it. I don't know.
Because her arms are the hilt of the Master Sword.
Oh, yeah, you're right. I actually didn't notice about that her design to begin with. That's actually fascinating. But yeah, now we say goodbye to Impa, who's been helping, not us. She's been telling us to fuck off. Helping Zelda throughout her journey.
What a bitch.
Connected to the other account.
What?
No, that was Carlos.
Oh.
Yeah. Don't acknowledge it. Don't acknowledge it.
Why does he have the voice of an anime girl?
Don't acknowledge it. Oh, look at this.
It's Gino.
It's old.
Like my nan.
Like your dad.
Yeah, look who I am. Oh.
As if it wasn't blatantly obvious.
It's almost as if they had the same clothing style. Yeah.
Yep, it's old Impa.
Old Impa. Yeah,
it's like Breath of the Wild.
Breath of the Wild.
Yeah.
I can't believe they got inspired by Breath of the Wild.
I mean, hey, this was a lot of the mechanics and just overall things from this game did influence Breath of the Wild. They just did it a lot better.
My time has come.
My time has come.
That's true.
My gosh, he died right in front of us.
Bruce is the most devastated.
Yeah, his fucking face.
Well,
I mean,
kind of spent more time with her.
Exactly.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna say. Yeah, Bruce spent the most time with her. He started out as disliking her, but he grew attached.
Right, and he became a much more humbler person.
Basically, Grandma, no.
Grandma, you can't leave me.
No, Grandma.
Who will bake me cookies?
All right. The pedestal of the Master Sword. I'm going to assume that all the foliage from this room is removed, and because the next time we see this sword canonically is Ocarina of Time, this room looks nothing like the Temple of Time, but...
I mean, I wouldn't be surprised. They're like, okay, let's make this room look a little bit nicer.
They fucking moved the pedestal.
They moved the sword! How dare they?
Wait, but removing the sword lets out all the evil.
No, they didn't remove the sword. They moved the pedestal.
Oh, the pedestal! Oh, they moved the steps and all.
Yeah, they fucking tore it up, and moved it.
Because why else would the Master Sword be somewhere in the Faron Woods in Twilight Princess?
Right? Yeah. I don't know, but yeah, no. Freaking the land. Because now that they've landed there, they're gonna establish that place as Hyrule. So yay! That's the prequel setup. Yeah. Oh yeah, and during the credit sequence here, we actually get to see Zelda's perspective on her entire journey throughout this game.
That's really cool.
Yeah, I like that.
Skyward Sword DLC, Zelda's perspective.
Oh man,
short DLC.
I know, right? Man, it's split up into chapters. I wish the game was
Chapter 1, Lost in the fucking Woods.
Oh man, but yeah, that was The Legend of Zelda: Skyward Sword. All right, Alfredo well, you've played the game before, so
yes,
you know what you're talking about. What did you think of this game?
Now I'm gonna say this in my own opinion. I can see where people are coming from when they say this game is very linear and can get very annoying at times.
Oh,
yeah, I can see why, but and especially throughout the part where you have to do the song of the hero. Yeah, that was annoying as fuck. But throughout the entire game overall, it's not as bad as people say. I mean, yeah, of course, there's some nitpicks, some stuff that can be like, oh, this is so boring. But overall, okay, it's pretty good. If I had to give it a score, I would say at least an 8 out of 10.
Don't check the IGN comments. What?
Don't check the IGN. But that is it. But that is just my honest opinion. The music, the at least what you can call so-called story, it's really good. Especially for and since this was before Breath of the Wild, this Zelda is a lot different from the other Zeldas. And I'm saying Zelda as in the character, not the.
Okay.
Yeah. The Zelda in this game is different from the previous.
Yeah, that's for sure.
The previous incarnations.
All right.
Previous incarnations, but this is the first incarnation.
Yeah, technically, yeah. All right. Then.
Vocabulary.
All right, Nathan. You've played through at least the beginning of this game, yeah?
Yep.
All right. Well, now you know the beginning and the end.
Well, I've seen full playthroughs of it. Don't
Figure
worry.
out the in between.
Yeah, you figure out the in between. Well, what do you think of this game from what you know / seen?
It's not a horrible game. It's just it needs work in some areas.
Mm-hmm.
But all around, well, I wanted the game, so yeah.
Do you want it with button controls?
No.
Well, you know how I have it.
Yeah, I know.
I got the motion controls, so
Yep. Good.
I get
have fun. Yep. Alrighty then.
actually, no, I got the authentic experience.
Oh yes, the authentic experience. Man, gotta love that electronic breadstick. All right. Carlos, hi. You're here.
Yes.
Do you have any thoughts?
This seems like a fun, it'll be fun to watch a clip of people just struggling with the puzzles.
Yeah, you missed it. But
Yeah, like a certain someone there in the final dungeon.
Oh, sorry.
I'm the same person, aren't I?
Whatever.
Both of me?
No. What? Never mind.
Okay.
Oh, hey, look, robots in a Zelda game. This is the prequel.
Right. Is that all I have to say?
Yeah.
All right, Josh.
I've never played any Zelda game.
Yeah.
I don't know what
That's a fair assessment. But like, hey, maybe this might be your first Zelda game if you ever want to try it
Absolutely not.
Absolutely not. Yeah. I suppose. Will you buy Tears of the Kingdom?
Probably not.
Probably not. Oh. Well.
$70.
Okay. Oh, so yeah, $70. Will you buy Breath of the Wild? I should say.
No.
Oh.
Probably not.
Oh well.
I will.
Zelda just doesn't appeal to me as much. The only reason I'm here is what we talked about before. You needed people.
Yeah. I needed people. Everyone left. I think all I have are Josh and Alfredo. So
The only reason I showed up in the first episode was because I was just fucking fooling around.
Yeah, I know. Alrighty then. Alright, Josh. You've been with me for the majority of this campaign.
Most of it, yeah. Whenever I could.
Yeah, we had our fun together. Yeah.
Yeah, we've had the handful of just you and me sessions.
Yeah, we managed to pull through. Yeah. So,
yeah.
What did you think of this experience?
Honestly, I kind of liked it. I had fun. I wasn't really sure what I was expecting, because I haven't really heard a whole lot of what people think about Skyward Sword or experience it much myself. I just know that Aaron from Game Grumps hates this game.
Yeah, I think hate would be an understatement. He despises it.
Oh wow.
He loathes it.
Yeah, so I just know he just like really doesn't like this game. So I guess there was kind of a part of me that was like somewhat expecting like to just kind of just not really like this. But honestly, like kind of just watching the playthrough and experiencing the story, I kind of liked it actually. Well, there are definitely things that could have been done better, and that's what Breath of the Wild did. But I mean, I think it was pretty good.
Well, good for all of you. Yeah. Little did you know it was Nintendo. Yeah. No. Well, good for all of you. I don't. So I'm glad people can get. I'm glad people can get enjoyment out of this product, and there are certainly moments to be had of the enjoyment of that product. Me, who recorded though, did not have fun 100% of the time. So I should stress, the bug controls make this game a whole lot more bearable, and I'm glad it's on the Switch so a lot more people can access it without having to do the stupid motion controls. You can do the stupid motion controls, and I'm pretty sure they're a little better than how they were handled on the original hardware. But the product in itself, like negating controls and all, God, there are moments. I think the dungeons are the best design in the game, in the series rather, because they actually utilize all the dungeon items up until that point, and so it's really good how the dungeons were handled in this game. All the in-between stuff, though, I could not care for.
The in-between stuff was definitely one of the more rough parts of the game.
It was rough and bloated. See, that's my thing with this game. I only did one singular part of side questing throughout the entire game. This game is way too long for its own good, and that's mainly because of all the in-between stuff of the dungeons. The story beats are way too arbitrary for their own good. I'm sorry.
Off going back to the first dungeon multiple times.
Oh my god, that sucks! Oh yeah, no, I hate the bloated pace of this game. That is just me having played this game many times before. It's something I don't necessarily look forward to whenever I do want to go back to it. But the dungeons, are they worth it? I think so. And the cinematics, like, sure, you can pull it up on YouTube, like, but experiencing it firsthand, experiencing it firsthand is something magical, because the cinematography in this game is really freaking good. You can see why they went with full-on voice acting in Breath of the Wild. In fact, this game has a lot of precursor elements that Breath of the Wild would later improve on, and so you got to give props for Skyward Sword at least initiating the ideas.
Yeah.
I hate the bloat. I hate it. I hate it. I hate it. It is dumb. It is garbage. I hate the Song of the Hero. That lasted like 6 parts way too long. I'm sorry. I just cannot get down with that. But everything else. That's my reaction.
Alright, play it again in hard mode.
No, I don't want to. No, I've never done that, and I never want to. But yeah, I'm at least glad that you guys could get
play it again in hard mode on the Wii.
No, I don't want to.
You have to.
No.
Do it, you wimp. Do it, you wimp.
If we hit 1,000 subscribers.
No.
Alright, what about 1 million?
Okay. But yeah, I'm glad people can get some enjoyment from this product.
You gotta fucking do it again. In hard mode.
No, I am not doing this game again.
You're blindfolded.
Yeah, blindfolded.
But yeah, if anyone is wanting to know where we go next with the Zelda games, I don't know when. Don't ask me when. It's #soon. That's what it is. But for shits and giggles, even though I don't necessarily care for it, we're gonna do Minish Cap next, because that's the next one in the timeline. Yeah, am I going to record it? Don't ask me that either.
Are you gonna record it?
Throw a curveball. Do a Kirby game.
I already recorded a
Yeah, he
Kirby
already
game.
for Gorelands.
Do another one.
Pac-Man game.
Alright, do Donkey Kong.
We're gonna do. I already
He
recorded
did
a Donkey Kong.
one.
Donkey Kong. All right, when do I stop recording?
Have a good night, everyone.
Now.
Is that a yes?
That's a yes.
Yeah.